Hey, today we're going to talk about Anton Ego from Ratatouille. Sorry, this video is about Sergei from Secret Lives of Pets 2. Here we'll discuss the antics and criminal background of the villain, so please like the video before we move forward. Anton is our typical neighborhood uncle who, according to his memory, ran 15 miles and crossed a river 3 times to get to school every day. Or did he? Well, we'll never know. Just kidding, of course not. Anyone who has ever watched a single movie frame in his life could tell from the first look of Sergei that he is in fact the antagonist of the story. Anton's presence in the movie is as useless as crossing a river 3 times during a 2-way trip. Anton is a mild presence in the movie and is as dense as villains with long monologues get. He's rash, abrasive, hyper, abusive, and by the looks of the movie plot, completely and utterly stupid. Harsh, right? Imagine being bested by a pair of a dog and a bunny in the real world. Who's stupid now? The amount of effort that Sergei puts into running an already rundown circus is out of this world, but that is what the plot demanded, so here it is. Leaving aside the personality traits of Sergei as a character, let's just focus on the fact that he is a rotten human being with criminal impulses and a will that would force him to stoop to new lows in order to run his business successfully. We definitely have reason to believe that Sergei's possession of who is illegal. I mean, is it that hard to establish that? How many white Bengal tigers are actually present in the US or gifted to the USA by either India or Bengal? The answer is none. Sergei is treading on thin ice, pertaining to the fact that many animal rights organizations would already be watching his steps and waiting to oust him. And if Sergei is caught in the act of poaching, or is even proved to be an accomplice to poachers, there is a very thin line stopping him from his 15-year jail term and a $10,000 fine. Let alone the circus. Sergei won't have enough money after this to buy a single strand of meat for his wolves. But all his secrets start to come crashing down on him when Daisy, a Shih Tzu, finds out about who and tries to free him with the help of Max and Snowball. Max and Snowball prove to be tough opponents for Sergei, a fact that berates his character a bit more. If a normal person were to watch the affairs between the three, Sergei is definitely answering to a judge about his practice of animal cruelty. If found guilty, Sergei would definitely be imprisoned for a period of up to 1 year, plus a fine of $2,500 would be levied on him. Sheesh, talk about bad luck. Anyway, the conditions in which he keeps other animals in the club may also get his charges increased, as that would increase his accounts of animal cruelty from a single animal to dozens. But what if a waitress testifies against Sergei about him pointing a gun with live ammunition towards the animals? Isn't that intent to kill? Technically, yes, though not as serious as charges of intent to kill a human. Sergei could face a maximum penalty of 7 years if his other exploits with animals are also revealed, and there is always a possibility that he has abused or even killed animals in the past. Talking about pointing guns, is his possession of the gun even legal? Sergei moves around a lot with his circus crew, and the chances of him having a permit to carry a firearm in all the states he visits, to be honest, are very slim. Max and his friends live in New York, and we all know how strict the gun laws are in the northern states. If Sergei is caught red-handed, pointing a legal firearm at animals, he is truly in for the judicial ride of his life. Although carrying an illegal firearm is punishable by imprisonment up to 10 years if his series of battery and aggravated assaults are released, his sentence would be increased quite a bit, as he would be rendered an enemy of society or a borderline sociopath. Sergei is a villain who works in the story only due to his childish nature of the films. He is as far from reality as characters go, with illogical motives and failing businesses. Assimilating all the crimes he's committed so far, if he were to actually be convicted of all of them, his sentence would stack up to 2 to 3 decades. If you liked our analysis, please check out our other videos of Illumination villains. Until then, ciao!